Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope everybody's having a great summer. Today we're going to take a look at PowerPoint. We're going to take a look at how to use PowerPoint beyond just a presentation platform. So we're going to take a look at some few things where we can adjust PowerPoint to work for us in a multitude of ways. We're going to look at some samples from Julie Smith, who I just had the pleasure of learning from on a Twitter online conference called the Teach with Tech Conference 2019. So I thank her for those resources that she's provided, and she is online at the Techie Teacher, and I will have links to that for you within the video. So let's take a look at going into PowerPoint and just kind of looking at how can we use it differently than what we already are. So we're going to jump into a quick sample about digital dictionaries, and this came from Julie Smith's work. Let's take a look. So if we look at this presentation, younger students looking at your digital dictionary, here's how interactive this becomes. So we're going to make an interactive dictionary for our kids. So if I click on the letter A, the kids are learning about their alphabet, and we're going to look at what they did. So as they're learning, they can create a digital dictionary. They can come in, they can draw a picture to represent a word that they know goes with the letter A. They can go online and pull in pictures that are Creative Commons licensed. They can add word art just to build out their page. There's some GIFs they can bring in that kind of go along with it, or they could keep a list of A words that they're learning about. Really an unlimited resource. And then when they want to go back, if they're presenting or they want to go back, the home button down here takes us back to the beginning, and then they can jump to any other letter that they might be working on at that time, or if they want to go back and add something which they just learned about to a letter, they can do that as well. So how do you create something like this? Let's dive in and take a look at that. So first and foremost, if you look at the page that I've created here, it is not landscaped like the normal PowerPoint presentation. You can adjust the size of your PowerPoint page. A lot of times you'll see activities like this coming up out of Google Docs or Google presentations. Same thing. You can do the same thing in Google or in PowerPoint. So here we go. On the home button, right, we start here, we start with the new screen. When we go to design, the design tab, to the right side of design tab, there's slide size. The standard is a landscape 4:3. You can make a widescreen or customize your slide size. So I simply made this 8.5 by 11, a regular sheet of paper. You can change whether it's portrait or landscape, and whether the handouts. I'm not worried about handouts, but you can just go in and type in the size that you want. You want to make something square, make it square. Once you've got that size change, now we can go in and start to design the rest. So I've added some circles into this template. I'll share this template with you. You can use it, adjust it. You just get your circles lined in, put your letters in as you're working on duplicating things and lining things up. Right? If I want my next letter beyond H, so I'm going to hit Control C to copy this. Now, the H is copied. I'm going to drag it over here. If you look at all these happy lines that they put on here, it helps you line things up. So it's telling you when you're in line in the right distance with everything else that you have going on here. So we had H, we hit Control D, which duplicates what you did. Realign this one back up again with those guidelines, and then once you've got that pattern down, if you hit Control D again, it will automatically duplicate the movement that you did, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel for every single letter, and just edit the letters that you have here. So that's just a quick way to work on getting those letters in place. Once your letters are in place, right, you are going to then eventually hyperlink these to different slides. So on the left hand side here, if we take a look at our slides, Here's the home page. Here's slide A, and I put one. I've already started one for B. Now, before kids build out a lot of content, what you want to do is duplicate these slides. So get one set up. So this has B on it. It has the home link already done. Get these things set up so kids don't have to worry about that. Just duplicate the slide as many times as you need and just go back in and adjust the letters. So to duplicate, I'm on click, so this is highlighted. I'm right clicking on this. I'm going to duplicate slide, and then when I have it, I can go back in and just adjust the letter for the slides. And then every student can get their own copy of this. So now that your slides are set up, you're just building a template for the kids. So I'm going to go to my home slide, highlight it. I'm going to right click on it. So selecting it, right click, go down to link. When you click on link, here we have where we could put in a hyperlink to other documents, email addresses. We're going to go to the second one, place in this document, and here are my slides. So this is letter B. I'm going to link it to B. Hit OK. All right. Once that's linked, right, you can either test it by hitting Control and then hold the Control key down so you get the pointer. Click on it, it'll drop down. Test the link down here to the home, take you back to home. So one more time for letter C. So you're going to click in here, make sure the C becomes highlighted. We're going to right click, link, find the slide. There you go. So now, as kids build out their digital book and they're in presentation mode, they want to show you, they're presenting to the class, all they have to do is on their screen, they're just going to touch this letter. So touch B, and it's going to take them to that page. When they want to go back to show a different letter, go back, show a different letter. So this is just one way where you can think about utilizing PowerPoint, a presentation tool, for something different. So I talked about Julie Smith. I'm just going to go back over to her page. It's the techieteacher.net, right? Julie Smith, and she has a lot of resources on here. This was the presentation that she had done for the Teach with Tech conference, and she has a blog post built right in there, how to use digital word walls and dictionaries. So that's a separate blog right here, and you can search that on her website, the techieteacher.net, and you can follow her on social media. That's it for this little presentation on thinking about using PowerPoint for something different than just presentations. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching today's video. Appreciate your time. Hope everybody has an awesome school year. Don't forget to keep building that student voice, choice, and ownership in your classroom. Have a great one. Catch you on the next video.